Namaskar, everybody. Please watch this video first before we do anything. Yeah. Okay.
Swagatam.
Can you hear, right? Yes.
Swagatam.
Yeah.
Swagatam. 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 Ganapate. Swagatam. Ganapate. Swagatam. Ganapate. Swagatam. Ganapate. हृदयाय जितेन्द्रियाय तेजस्विने स्वागतम् उदार हृदयाय जितेन्द्रियाय तेजस्विने स्वागतम् जनप्रियाय धीमते धैर्यप्रदाय स्वागतम् जनप्रियाय धीमते धैर्यप्रदाय स्वागतम् स्वागतम् गणपते स्वागतम् गणपते स्वागतम् 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 गणपते स्वागतम् गणपते स्वागतम् गणपते स्वागतम्
ओके.
That's
गुड मॉर्निंग सब लोग को. नमस्ते. आपने ये जो देखा ये सब जो है ये उपवन है और चिन्मय मिशन के वाइस प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर जतिन कपाड़िया जी हमारे साथ हैं. पहले मैं उनके बारे में बताती हूँ, फिर वो आपको आगे सब बताएंगे. So I'm introducing Jatin Kapadia ji, and he is a pediatrician from profession, and he practiced in Nasa County for 40 years, and he has been studying Vedanta for 30 years in Chinmay Mission. As soon as he retired in 2016, he along with his wife Lakshmi ji went for a 2 years residential Vedanta course in Sandy Penny Chinmay Mission Ashram in Trinidad under Swami Prakashanand ji. Since then, he has been teaching Vedanta in person and on Zoom several times a week. Currently, he is the Vice President of Chinmay Mission, New York. Welcome, Dr. Jatan Kapadia ji. The reason we are here is आपने अभी एक गाला किया था चिन्मय मिशन के लिए. आप आश्रम बना रहे हैं उपवन, जिसकी आपने एक झलक देखी. तो प्लीज वेलकम. और किरण जी भी वहां पे थी, किरण गुप्ता जी, तो वो भी बताएंगी. तो हम चाहते हैं सब थोड़ा सपोर्ट करें इस आश्रम के लिए। तो थोड़ा सा आप बताइए जतिन जी प्लीज।
Thank you. Um,
Do you want a spotlight?
हाँ, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Dr. Kapadia. I'm a vice president of Chinmay Mission, New York. I would like to tell you something about what our mission and building is all about. So, this mission was established by a Swami. His name was Swami Chinmayananda. We have multiple different names for Swamis. Some people call Swami, some people call Sant, some people call Muni, some people call Yogi, some people call Sannyasi, some people call Jnani, Pandit, monk. All of them mean almost exactly the same thing. So Swami Chinmayananda was born in 1916. And he took Mahasamadhi in 1993. He did masters in English. So his English was very powerful. And he took a job in National Herald, the newspaper, almost at the time of when we are about to get the independence. He decided that, okay, I want to expose these yogis and swamis who are fake and phony and just trying to take money from us. They're really not legitimate people. So he got in touch with Swami Shivananda. He has a big ashram in Rishikesh. He's a doctor. He has a hospital. He is a Vedantin. He teaches. He's a bhakta. It's a nice, beautiful place. Even today, though Swami Shivananda is not anymore, but the ashram still exists. And he went to that ashram. He went with the idea that I will expose the corruption in these ashrams. Well, he ended up being a disciple of Swami Shivananda. And instead of going there for 2 days, he ended up staying there for months and months and months, years too. So ultimately, when he learned enough of Vedanta, then Swamiji gave him a sannyasa initiation. And he became sannyasi now and changed the name from Balan to Swami Chinmayananda. That was the name given to him. Then, when the education was finished there, he decided, okay, now you got to go to somebody who knows more than I do. And he sent to Swami Tapovan Maharaj, and he studied with him all the Vedas and the depth of knowledge of spirituality. He decided in 1951 that, okay, it is time for me to spread the word. And Swami Tapovan Maharaj did not like it. He said, no, you stay here. People will come to you. He said, no, I want to go to the people. I want to teach Hindus Hinduism, which they really don't know. So he started in 1953, and the name was given Chinmaya Mission. It started there with one center. Today, we have 350 centers all over the world. In each center, there are few thousand followers. In US, we have 53 centers. Some of the centers have 2,000 followers. Some of the centers have 6,000 followers. So it's all over in United States. There are a couple of other slides I'm going to show you when I finish. One of that is a movie which was made on Swami Chinmayananda, On a Quest. And one of them is a TV show which is called Upanishad Ganga, Both of them are available for free for people to see. Upanishad Ganga teaches Vedanta in a form of a drama, a play. And once again, there are 51 or 52 episodes, and which were shown in India a few years ago. And now it is on YouTube for everybody to see for free. Now, what are the activities of Chinmay Mission? One of the popular activity is Bal Vihar. So either Saturday or Sunday, children go, most of them, majority of them are Hindus, and they are children starting from, in some centers, 5 to 18, in some centers, 2 to 18. 2 to 5 is Shishu Vihar, same place, same time. And all of them learn the stories from scriptures, basically from Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, etc., which children can understand. At the same time, there is also teaching for the adults, which is on Vedas or Bhagavad Gita, which adults can understand. And all of those activities occur at the same place. That is why we have been doing this since 2008. But then we decided 5, 6 years later, all right, let's have a center of our own. And we bought the land and started building Chinmay Mission building. We only started last year. It took us a long time to get the approval. And we are halfway through. That is what the video that you just watched. More is constructed after the video was shown. This week we are starting to put the roof, and in a couple of weeks we'll have the walls, and it will look like a building. Right now it is only the metal structure. Very strong building. It's going to be in on Woodbury Road in Woodbury. And it's a very good residential area. It's on the top of the hill, so we are completely isolated from people and the road, even though it is on the road. Once you make a turn, it is totally isolated place. It has so many trees that Swami Tejomayananda decided the name Upvan. It's like a garden. It's like a small forest. That's what it was. And we had to remove lots of trees to put this building up. It will have 14,000 square feet between 2 levels. On the lower level, we will have 10 classes because we teach a lot. That is basically the job that we do. We do bhakti also, we do karma also, but our major focus is on jnana. So we teach Vedantas, and for beginners, they are very simple books. It's very easy for us to understand the values in life, the values, virtues, morals, and ethics, which is extremely important to make our life a smooth, simple, peaceful life. So that is what we teach initially. Few people want to learn advanced. So then we go into higher text and Vedas. And those who are interested, they can keep learning all throughout their life. On the lower level, we have 10 classes for Bal Vihar, commercial kitchen, a dining room, big murti, and a small basement where the storage will be there. On the upper level, we have a large hall with a stage and 200 people sitting capacity, and a temple. Now, even though we are in Jnana Yoga, it is incomplete without Bhakti Yoga. So every center has temple. Some centers have more than one temples. But temple is a basic part of it because that is what is not only very popular, it makes us focus. And that's very important. We do have 2 attached apartments for swamis and brahmacharis and the people who are taking care of the place. They will be living. There will be cameras all over in tens of them. There will be approximately 90 car parking. very close is about 20 car parking, but little further on the same property, there is additional 50 car parking, and there is additional parking available with the next property, which is kind of another 40-50 cars parking. So parking will never have a problem. That is essential. That's why we bought this property. We on the temple, we have main murti, which is going to be Vanvasi Ram, because it is one Sao who lives in the one Rama. So Vanvasi Ram is the main center, main murti, but we also have Krishna Parivar, Shiva Parivar, Ganesha, Hanuman, Devi, all these murtis will be there in one or the other places, and most of them in the temple itself. What do we do? What does the Chinmay Mission do? Chinmay Mission not only educates the children and adults, well, about 32, so all of them are adults, but educate them to become the swamis, become the sant, become the yogis, brahmacharis, who are giving up their whole life, not marry, and it's only thing they do is serve the community. See, our impression in India for sadhu is like he's a beggar. Not true at all. Educated swamis are so dedicated to what they do. They give up their whole life. It is a total sacrifice. None of the acharyas, swamis, and brahmacharis have bank account. None of them have money. None of them own any property. None of them have a house. They get extremely minimal for their personal use. Nobody is on salary. The whole institution works on total free service, volunteer work. In New York, we have several Bal Vihars, two in Manhattan, one Queens Long Island, one Westchester, one Wappinger Falls, one Albany, one in Buffalo area. So all of them put together, we have approximately 200 plus teachers. None of the teachers ever get a penny salary. All of it is a volunteer work. In New York Metropolitan itself, with the Long Island, we have approximately 50 teachers. And the idea is to just teach, be happy, and make the other people happy. So Bal Vihar is important. We have approximately 10 classes on Zoom every week. I take between 2 and 3. One of them is live. Shubhani ji takes 3 or 4. We have another George Ramni who takes about 3 or 4 classes. And some of them are alternate week. Some of them are every week. But there is a tremendous teaching going on right now as of today. And it has been going on for the last 6 years. So it's just that not everybody is aware of it. So not everybody attends it. But some of you attend at least 1 or more classes. So teaching for the children, teaching for the adults. In addition to that, the Chinmay Mission is involved with educating the people, teaching, singing, Swaranjali. We have a part of Chinmay Mission in Bombay, in actually near Pune. There is a school, which is a music school, which is run by Chinmay Mission. We also have a university, which is a Chinmaya Mahavidyalaya, which teaches, we have a schools, we have multiple schools. I was in Trinidad. We have 8 schools in Trinidad. And you can see 3-year-old child chanting in Sanskrit. It's absolutely amazing. If you watch their show, it's mind-boggling. Even in all over the US, the centers have Bal Vihar. Some of them have 1,500 children. Every weekend they go to study. And the highest is 2,000. So 2,000 children go every weekend to learn the scriptures. It's absolutely amazing when you see them learning that. We also have the group for youngsters, which is called Chicks. Then older than that, it's called Setukari. These are the people between 25 and 45. Older than that is Vanprasthi. We have the teaching for them. We have the teaching for women. And there are different classes for women get together, and one of the acharyas will teach them. I would say almost the same thing. There is no difference in the teaching. Gita chanting, we do it online and we do it live, both. And there are lots of youngsters and adults want to learn chanting. So Gita chanting, we will start when we have the Upvan, even the chanting for different hymns, which some people know it and some people chant it very good, but there are very, very few of them. We have study groups. We sit together and discuss, not just teaching like a teacher in a class, but discuss with each other, and everybody has its own opinion, and we clear the problems. We have camps, summer camps, regular camps. We have workshops which go on in different centers all throughout the year. Vidyalayas, the schools. We have Smrutivanam Chinmaya in India, where we plant thousands of trees every year. We have magazines and printing. We have more than about 400-500 books that we are available on Chinmaya publication, which is based in Pennsylvania. We have field trips, we have yatras. We ourselves, I mean, Chinmay Mission people have already written more than 100 books. Then we have code. This is something which people don't really know. It is Chinmaya Organization for Rural Development. The center is in Siddhabari, and they teach women and the people in trouble how to live their life without the help of the spouse, because some women are really suffering. And we teach them what to do. They stitch clothes and they make different items, sell it, and support their own families. And sometimes we just take over the whole village. And whatever number of women who are living there and the husbands are not there, teach them how to be independently living. These activities go on all over the world, but obviously it is more in India. We have Anath Ashram, we have dispensary, we have Gaushala, we have schools and colleges, we have libraries, and all major centers have large library. So you can sit and study, or you can buy the books. So we initially plan to have lots of activities right here in Long Island, and that will include Bal Vihar, adult teaching, study groups, chicks activities of the young people, Devi group, chanting. All of these will, yoga and meditation, all of this will start from day one. Because we have a nice kitchen, commercial, and dining room. So at least Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from the very beginning, we will have bhojan, especially in the evening, arati, prasad, and for people to sit and meditate. It will be open all day. More activities like musical classes, dances, language classes, math classes, all of that will be introduced slowly as more and more volunteers are available. And we are hoping that all of you join as volunteers to help the community. This is really the service to the community. This is really putting the foundation for the future of the Indians living in India without the cultural and education of our own scriptures, which we are forgetting right now. And we will rejuvenate the Hinduism. That is the goal. There is no binding. It is all voluntary. And people can serve there as they can. If they don't want to, that's fine too. If they want to come and visit and watch, that's fine. If they want to come just for the prasad, that's fine too. Whichever way, take the advantage of the place which is coming up, which will be open in next 6 months, and all the services will be available. If we have 5-10 minutes extra, then we can talk about another subject. If you want to go on question answer, that's fine too.
Yes, yeah, Dr. Jatin Kapadia ji, oh my God, I am so happy. Thanks to Ranjana ji, I met you in Ranjana ji's house first time, and then I came to know about this mission and in deep, right? And then my husband is your follower, Mr. Govind Gupta. He never miss your Zoom class. And then you had a gala, and oh my God, I heard so much about it. And then I came to know you are coming with Upvan, and Abhi in the beginning of the video, everybody saw that Upvan, how it will come. I really like about Chinmay and what you teach. It is not only bhakti, it is like gyan and karma and bhakti. So three things together, which really, and also you give importance to music, as you said, Swaranjali, singing will happen, and what happened is we are not here forever. So after us, what? So you started something very good. Now our kids are already parents for our grandkids, right? So I want everybody in Long Island, 70,000 Indians are living. They should, do something about this Upvan, ashram, and do something and raise funds and make it bigger and bigger. And thank you for coming. And please, Kiranji or Ranjanaji, please say something. Then I will.
I'll say something.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kiran Bala Gupta. Most of the thing Jatinji already said about Chinmay Mission, but I can tell my experience with Chinmay Mission and how I get connected to the Chinmay Mission. First time, actually, I get to know about Chinmay Mission when my grandkids went to a Bal Vihar in Manhattan. My daughter used to take them, and few times I've been to the center too in Manhattan. And I really like the atmosphere, and I was so happy that my kids are getting exposed to the spirituality one way or another. And there I met Shubhani ji too. And I was so happy that, the parents I'll also get educated spiritual, in some spiritual lessons from Shubhani ji. And all the atmosphere I really liked, And the one thing is so, like, this Jatinji said, like, Upanishad Ganga. I watched it long back when I was even not knowing about Chinmay Mission. And you won't believe it. I was like, जैसे पागल हो जाते हैं ना, बस मैं तो इतना पागल सी हो गई कि बस हर रोज मैं कोई एपिसोड मिस नहीं करती थी उपनिषद गंगा का. And I watched all the episodes. And now later on, I find out I didn't even know that, like, because I did not even maybe read it, but now I know that was like from Chinmay Mission. So, like every time, all the good things happening, Chinmay Mission, Chinmay Mission. So that way, like it just, I was like, so happy inside, Even I'm learning Balmiki Ramayan. So that's also from Chinmay internationally foundation, And we call him Swamiji, but I think it's Swami Ramakrishna ji. He's amazing. And then because once you start learning something, then I get like another, like from Ved Chaitanya ji. Oh my God, he's so young, and he's like, but when I watch their videos, it feels like you never stop it, I'm learning Sanskrit from Ved Chaitanya ji too. And it's like, one way or another, I just get connected, and it feels so good, and I took like lessons from Shubhani ji too, like chanting lessons. And I learned the whole Vishnu Sahasranama from Gayatri ji, one of the teacher.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And then my daughter also, like, she's a teacher. She's a volunteer in Manhattan Bal Vihar. So she's teaching the small kids. And now, like, I'm learning from her, because she have to teach the kids. And she got like she learned from Shubhani ji, and then we talk each other, about the things she is learning, and I tell her my experience. So overall, it's just such a nice, and when you get so much selfless service, so automatically you feel like giving something. So मन में ऐसे भाव आते हैं, but कितना कर सकते हैं कितना नहीं, but we might have limitations, but mentally I want कि बस सब कुछ दे दो जो इतना कुछ मिल रहा है. So it's really good. Even my Sanskrit, two of my other Sanskrit teacher, one from Boston, Venkateshwar, he's affiliated with Chinmay Mission. He's teaching Bhagavad Gita in Boston on Zoom. And my other Sanskrit teacher, Meena Mami here, she's also so looks like Chinmay Mission is, I know it's all over America, but it's all over world. So, and what else we want, it seems like if this keeps on going, the world will be a nice living place, there will be peace all over. So that's what I feel that way. And thanks to Chinmay Mission, we always namaste.
किरण जी, बहुत अच्छा आपने बोला। और बचपन से ही इंडियन कल्चर और हमारे रिलीजन का सब शुरू हो जाता है। मैं अभी आई बिकेम ग्रैंड मदर, और मेरा बेटा और बहू कहते थे कि वो उसको रिलीजियस स्टोरीज और सब बताते थे व्हेन शी वाज नॉट इवन बोर्न। सो बच्चा तभी से सीखना शुरू करता है, और इस कंट्री में अब बहुत अच्छा फ्यूचर है। रंजना जी, आप भी कुछ बोलिए।
Hariom, my name is Ranjana Chabra. I'm so blessed with the knowledge I have gotten. Dr. Kapadia is my mentor. I tell you, in 2010, I had a life-altering situation, and I was looking for a guru. And I asked my music की teacher को कि मेरे को कुछ problem है। उन्होंने बोला जब आप चाहते हो तो गुरु अपने आप ही appear हो जाएगा। So I started going to शिव योग, और मैंने बाबा जी के शिव योग के 14-15 शिविर अटेंड कर रहे हैं, anywhere between 8 to 10 days duration. So all over the world, London se lekar, Goa se lekar, and I learned a lot from Baba Ji. He taught 3 things: unconditional love, total acceptance, and forgiveness to others. He always used to say that in the teachings. And उन्होंने बहुत meditation, concentration करना, ध्यान लगाना, healing देना, distance, मैंने उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखा. I was very, very thankful to शिव योग. बट मेरे को ये लगता था कि हम किसी को फॉरगिव नहीं कर सकते। किसी ने तुम्हारे साथ बुरा करा है तो वो बात चिंता करती रहती है। किसी को कैसे एक्सेप्ट कर लें, कोई इतना गलत काम करता है, वो कहते हैं, बट हाउ? देन माय हस्बैंड इंट्रोड्यूस मी टू गीता क्लास एट हिज मेडिकल स्कूल क्लासमेट दीना जी के यहाँ इन मनहसट. आई यूज्ड टू गो देयर. ही स्टॉप्ड गोइंग देयर, बट आई कंटिन्यूड. एंड देन आई कंटिन्यूड ऑल्सो. जिस दिन मेरी म्यूजिक की क्लास कैंसिल होती थी, उसी दिन मांडिका उपनिषद डॉक्टर कपाडिया के यहाँ होता था. I would go to his house, not understanding what is real, what is not real. Everything is illusion, but something attracted me to go to his house off and on. So I have been with Chinmay Mission since 2012, and over the years I realized कि जो कमी मेरे को महसूस होती थी कि मुझको समझ नहीं आता मैं कैसे सबको माफ कर लूं, कैसे मैं सब कुछ एक्सेप्ट कर लूं, सबको कैसे अनकंडीशनल लव करूं. That Chinmay Mission taught me with a very systematic study of scripture. The very first book is Self-Unfoldment. It's just amazing. If nothing, you can get it online or read it to tell you where you start. Then I realized they go hand in hand. Gita with Viveka Chudamani. I've done so many of their classes, Devi group, mantra chanting, everything. And everything fell in place with me for myself. What can people meet me and say, oh, आपके साथ ये हुआ है, what they consider and view as parallel. I already have knowledge कि जो होना लाइफ में वो अपने निर्धारित समय के अनुसार होएगा ही. जो मेरा प्रारब्ध है वो होना ही है. How to live with it, that power, empowerment, I got it from Chinmay Mission. Because उनका इतना systematic study है. I'm a graduate from Columbia University. My mind works as a scholar. Till I'm convinced, I'm not going to accept कि आप बैठकर किसी को माफ कर दो या ये कि मंत्रा चैंट करते रहो. It just doesn't work like that. There are a lot of things that go purity of your mind. So I learned all that systematic study, how to change your value and belief system, how to make yourself vairagya ko kaise lana hai. You know, I got the discriminate knowledge. I'm still on the path. अभी सब लोग पूछते हैं आप आते नहीं हो, शिव योग में नहीं आते हो, इस क्लास में नहीं आते हो. So there are three things. You do Shravan, Mananan, and Nididhyasa. Shravanam is when you are listening to any scripture or discourse. I've done a lot of that Shravan. Now I sit back and Mananan, I contemplate on that knowledge and I try to abide in that knowledge. And I'm a very happy soul. I'm always happy. I live in the moment. And my children always tell me, I have two boys and they always say, Mommy, how can you love us so unconditionally? I tell them, I don't want you to remember me when I go for the, money or anything I've left. I want you to remember, my one wish is my children would learn Gita the way I have learned from Chinmay Mission. We spent 8 whole years from 2012 to 2020 to read 7 or 2 verses with Shubhani ji, with Dr. Kapadia, with another Acharya ji, jo aate the unke yahan, different people over a period of time. So Gita is gone really into me. I think Gita is the best thing to happen for somebody to learn. It's God's blessing. I'm so blessed. So thank you very much. I did ask Dr. Kapadia to come and introduce many community leaders in my home. Jyoti ji was one of them at that time. I'm so thankful to you. I have God's blessing that I can deal. I'm so happy as a person now.
Very good, Ranjana ji and Kiran ji. Now my husband is sitting here. You will not see him, but he will say something. Yeah.
Yes, Hari Om. I'm sorry I got.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om, Jatin ji. So, I mean, what I can say is, I first of all, that, I am not, I would not say that I am elevated soul or anything like that. I am just a very simple human being. I'm still learning a lot. And what I want to say is that we were brought up in a very religious environment in general at home in India. My parents were very devout followers of Hare Krishna movement, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But your movement, what I see is yours is a Advaitvad, right? Basically, non-duality. We believe in non-duality, that God, Aham Brahmasmi, that's kind of teaching you have. And what I find is that we have temples over here, we have many places over here to go, but most of them perform rituals. They don't really teach that much. And I think, Chinmay Mission is really very, like the people you teach, like you have, you explain Gita, you explain every word, the meaning of every word, and how to, and expound on it. And so that people know what is the real meaning of Gita is, and how to follow, how to practice Gita in your daily life. So what I would say is that, because I think it was your brainchild, that Upvan, you were thinking about starting Upvan for a long time, and I think with your hard work and everything, you have achieved that goal, almost going to complete in few months or so. You are planning to complete it by certainly by spring next year. So I would say that people should go and visit Chinmay Mission. There is a lot to learn there. There is like classroom-like environment. They should bring their children there. They should donate money wherever possible. It still needs money to complete. So you can help those ways. So I am very thankful to your dedication, Jatin, and I know the people who are in Chinmay Mission they are very humble and down to earth and very dedicated. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Jatin Kapadia ji. You are doing such a great thing. Nobody has done in Long Island such a big project, and so good for the kids, for the next generation. And I'm looking forward to just go maybe today and have a look how it looks like when you explain. It is on the top of the hill and lots of trees, and I love nature. So definitely I will, if I have time, I will go and visit today. And then definitely we will be doing volunteer work. We will help in raising funds. And I request all my friends, please, please, please look this whole video what we made today, and spread it, spread the word, and everybody should help. And also I want Lakshmi ji namaskar.
Namaste, namaste.
Namaste.
I was going to tell all the listeners that in case if you want, Shubhani ji is doing Gayatri Mantra at 6:30 in the morning every Sunday morning. So if you want to join that, that's half an hour of chanting of Gayatri Mantra, but it is excellent. It gives such a great feeling at the end of half an hour. But my only suggestion is that please join before 6:30, because sharp at 6:30, no more people are allowed to join. So if you go to chinmayamission.org, chinmayamission.new.org, you will be able to see this, and you can join that Gayatri Mantra program on Sunday mornings. Also, Jyotiji, if you can give me to share my computer, I want to show you 2 or 3 slides from Chinmay
Oh,
Mission.
sure, let me do it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you can share, my dear.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is the picture of Swami Chinmayananda. He was close to between 65 and 70 years old at this time. And he took Mahasamadhi when he was 77 years old. So this is him. There is another Swami Chinmoy. It's a different organization. This is Chinmayananda. So this is our organization. Then a couple of years ago, we did Bhumi Puja. And this is the picture of Bhumi Puja. Lots of people came and joined. And this is this picture. Now, on the left side, you see Upanishad Ganga. Upanishad Ganga is available on YouTube for free for everyone to watch. And there are 52 episodes. And they are the 30 minutes episodes which we watch on the television. But because there is no advertisement, this becomes only 21, 22 minutes episode. So that is 50 some episodes of Upanishad Ganga. Again, it is on YouTube. Again, it is free. On the right-hand side is a movie. It's a movie made on Swami Chinmayananda, and that is approximately 1.5 hours. And that is also available on YouTube. It is also available for free, but you can see his whole life story about it. I thought that if you had time, I would talk a few minutes about religion and spirituality, but we can go open, and question answer is perfectly fine. That's okay too. So I will close it right now.
You can talk 10 minutes, and then anybody has question, no problem.
Okay, we will talk for 10 minutes. So let's go back to the same slides. Okay, next. All right. So what is religion? Religion involves a faith in someone, what we call God. That God can be alive or not alive. And it can be a picture or a murti, some higher power who has created this world, and we believe in him, and we believe that he's the one who runs the show on the earth. And we have the faith that he will take care of me. Like if he took care of me for 74, 75 years, he's going to take care of me for the rest of the life. The money doesn't matter. The family is important, but we can live without. Friends are important, but we can live without. Anything and everything we can live without as long as we have faith. So the religion involves rituals, sermons, some kind of teaching, deities, saints who are expert, sacrifices, festivals. Several times, every single religion, they celebrate some festivals, feast. On those festivals, they eat and have fun. We have to have fun in life too. Initiations, prayers, funerals, matrimonial services, meditation, music, art, dance, public service, all of these are a part of religion. And it binds us. So we become a group, and that group in touch with each other have a smoother, easier life for us. And we understand the value of life, and we can live a little bit peacefully. Now, spirituality is completely different. That is the philosophy of life. It has nothing to do with religion. This spirituality is not Hinduism, but what Hinduism did is that the knowledge of philosophy and Vedas, they so intimately put it together with the Hinduism or the religion, is that we don't know the difference between the two. But this is the same philosophy which people take in the college 1 year study. This is exactly the same thing. This is very scientific. You can argue, you can pick a sentence and argue for half an hour. Then, no, this is the way it is. The other guy will explain you why I believe what I believe. And he will explain you scientifically what the answer is. So spirituality is not non-scientific or involves into God with miracles. These are the proofs. This is understanding how we make our life a very happy living now on. The purpose is completely different. And anybody from any religion can learn philosophy of life. This is philosophy of life. And our Vedas are nothing but philosophies of life. So we do have lots of Caucasian, lots of African American, lots of some Muslims too, and people who are not believing in God, atheists. They also learn spirituality, the philosophy of life. Swami Vivekananda said that the religion is to see the divinity in all of us. I am divine, you are divine, he is divine, she is divine, and so is my dog and the cat. Everything in the world is divine. We have to have the eyes to see that divinity. Spirituality involves exploring certain universal theme, love, compassion, life after death, wisdom, truth, and so on, with the knowledge that the saints and the enlightened people have achieved a higher level of development than the ordinary people. So some people live at a very lower level. They have only few things in life. And they are born, they eat, they drink, they have children, they watch TV, and they die. That is the only level of understanding of some people. Some people are more understanding, and they'll study, they read, they find out what is good for me. Why am I here today? Why am I so different from my cat and dog and my pet? Why is it that the human body is different? I want to know more about it. They understand little more. And the total study of Vedas or spirituality will change our life to a very peaceful, happy, contented life. And we live a completely different life. So Vedanta is a philosophy. It's not the rules established by a prophet. The rules established by a prophet is religion. But philosophy just changes our life and our living and lifts it up to a higher level, we become different human being. So man wants happiness. We want peace. We don't know how to find the peace and happiness. We still think that the peace and happiness we gain from a better TV or a better computer or a better sofa or a bigger house or a better car. No, these are all objects. It only gives us temporary happiness. When we buy a brand new car, we don't want anybody to touch the car. 2 years later, people sit on the car and we don't care. So these objects are very transitory. It gives us happiness, but it gives us happiness for a very short time. We eat gulab jamun and we are happy. In 10 minutes, that taste is gone. Now we are not happy. And if we eat too much, we are unhappy. So the objects make us happy only for a short time. And indulgence make us unhappy eventually. So Brahman truth is the only reality. And that is what the Vedas teach us. In our hasty and unintelligent view, we believe that the world is real. The world is not real. We know that. We knew it from the birth. When we were young, the parents taught us that world is transitory. It is not real. It is mithya. We knew this by words, but we never understood the meaning of that. We suffer disappointments and sorrow from the same world, which at some time make us very happy. The same thing is true with our house. The same thing is true with our wealth. And the same thing is true with our spouse. The same thing is true with our children. There are times they make us happy. There are times they make us unhappy. But this understanding keeps us happy all the time. Vedanta is a complete science of a perfect, full, and peaceful living. Science and materialism can provide us with comforts of life, but not peace of mind. Chinmayananda used to say that it improves our living. Our standard of living goes up with objects, with money, with wealth. But our way of life, our standard of life goes up by spirituality. So there is a difference between objects that we own, money that we have, and learning spirituality. What do we want? Do we want to elevate our objects in the life, or do we want to be mentally peaceful? If science is mixed with noble values, a healthy living preached by philosophy, life would be blissful. So a happy marriage between the two, the religion and spirituality, keeps us very, very happy.
Thank you, Dr. Jatin Kapadia ji. I haven't met anyone who has so much knowledge of Vedas in this life. You are perfect. You are a doctor, and then you learn Vedas, and now you are spreading your knowledge. And it's a very deep knowledge. And I really love this word spirituality, because I have so many friends, and I enjoy their company who are spiritual. If they are not, then so I'm telling you, I'm not happy. I don't know why. On Kiranji and Ranjanaji, I always enjoy their company, and also my husband. So anybody has any question, or Kiranji or Ranjanaji?
तो क्वेश्चन तो अभी लोगों के होंगे ना, बिकॉज हम तो रसे हुए हैं चिन्मय मिशन में.
Yes. Anyway, so with this program is Facebook Live, and then we are making video also, and we will spread the video everywhere so people know about this Chinmay Mission, about Upvan, about his knowledge, and more we have to make people aware of where all these lectures are happening, on Zoom or privately or somewhere. So that's what I want to do. People should know. right?
That is exposure to those people who don't know maybe
Yes.
about Chinmay
There are
Mission,
so
you know,
many
and it's
people.
a
Even
nice place to learn.
I didn't know so much. I didn't know about Upvan. So I think what I am thinking, lots of people are like this.
Yeah,
You know.
they will be exposed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any question, Lakshmi and my life is open. You can call me any day, anytime.
Yes.
Our numbers are listed, and I can tell you, Jyotiji, right now, my phone number is 516-384-1937. We are here to help everybody. Call us anytime. We have no problems. There is nothing private about our life.
Yes.
We are private in some ways, but we are there to serve the people at all times. 516-384-1937. You can call me.
Next time I will make sure. I want to do more sessions like this. So next time I'll make sure your number also comes on the screen so everybody has. But you know, people ask questions and I will, you know, give your number. That's it, you know. So that's what we will do.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Jatin
Dr.
ji. And
Kapadia
thank
ji,
you,
Lakshmi.
Ranjana. It's good to meet.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, Jyoti ji.
Thank you.